Hello everyone and welcome to Sample Sunday. We're back. No rum this week, instead we've got a rye. And it came in this cool little pot from the Single Malt Whisky Shop in the Republic of Ireland. Thank you for sending that over, because not the easiest thing to do after Brexit now. This is an 11-year-old Whistle Pig. It's fully matured in virgin oak, it's bottled at 56.9%, and it's volume 1 of an exclusive series for this shop. It's €490 a bottle, but I believe it's already sold out. So this review is a little bit second-hand news, but nonetheless, they sent me the sample, so I'm going to review it. I've never been the biggest Whistle Pig fan. I've never really understood... There's a fly in here. Never really understood why it was so expensive. It was good. It was good rye. Always thought it was decent. But never really understood why it was like just really expensive. It was cool that it was 50% alcohol. Its origin story had some pretty interesting points. The Dave Pickerel origin was pretty cool too. Rest in peace. But even these days, I've never really understood what Whistle Pig is about. It's just been purchased by Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, or possibly not purchased, maybe just distributed in the UK. Perhaps it's distributed in the UK. And I've not seen much of it since that deal, so they might be doing something quite big with that. So do keep an eye out for all your new Whistle Pig news. Anyway, this very expensive bottle of 11-year-old rye. Let's smell and let's taste. It's quite bright on the nose. The ABV is quite prickly, I'll be honest. I am reviewing this on what is the hottest day of the year. It's 30 degrees here in Manchester, which is quite uncommon for us, so hopefully I'm not sweating too much. There are some classic Whistle Pig notes in it. I always got icing sugar from Whistle Pig and like candied almonds and stuff like that. For a rye whiskey, it isn't that rye-like. In the same way that Rittenhouse is a rye whiskey, but again, that's not like the most powerful rye you can get. Certainly not compared to Bullet or things like Tom Handy and those very sort of exaggerated styles. Yeah, ice and sugar, candied almonds, it's quite minty on the nose. There's none of the kind of classic winter spice stuff that I always get with rye. It's got this kind of soft peach, sort of green apple pear thing going on with it too. And a little bit of banana. Like kind of baked banana, or like maybe even banana bread. There is quite an interesting note in the back of it of almost the banana thing, but when we talk about things like Hampton rum, that kind of fermented, funky banana thing, there's like a little bit of it kicking around in the back of there. But yeah, just those nice minty icing sugar, slightly toffeed, kind of caramelly notes. But yeah, if you gave me that blind and said it was a rye, I don't think I'd believe you. Apologies for any background noise you hear. Every single window in my house is open, so just to keep cool more than anything. The dog's doing all right. She's over there, slowly sunbathing. And it is quite oily too. If I can kind of step out of this shot, I'll show you the body on it. It's leaving good lines, you know. But let's taste, see if it reminds me of Whistle Pig of old. Oh, we dropped it. We saved most of it, don't worry, but we did spill some. Sort that out in a minute. That's the first spillage we've ever had on Whiskey Wednesday. I will say, for 56.9%, it drinks pretty clean. Only now, after swallowing it and taking a few breaths, only now is the spice starting to build out of it. It's got an ice cream note, like nice kind of creamy vanilla. The mint is definitely there. The mint is still lingering around the back of my palate now. And I like mint. Mint julep's one of my favourite cocktails. mint as a flavour, adore it. Chocolate, ice cream, the lot. So that ABV plus the mint, very nice, very controlled, just keeps kind of swelling up and down. The spice is gone, which is a little bit of a shame. It's not a bad thing, but I kind of wanted the spice to counterbalance the sweetness of the mint. It's a nice whiskey. There is nothing wrong with it in any way whatsoever. But in the same way that there's nothing wrong with it, I don't think there's anything spectacular about it either. It's nice that it's the first part in a series. I'm just going to clean this up. But at the same time, it's also, you know, if you gave me 490 euros, 490 euros, it's about £410, I think, at the current exchange rate, 412 maybe. And if you gave me that money to buy, I don't think I would even look at Whistlepig. And it's, again, it's not because there's anything wrong with it. It's just not particularly exciting. But anyway, as I say, I think the product is already sold out. I think that's perfectly good, but is not even worth 25% of that price. I'd say that's like, at most, a £75, £80 bottle of whiskey, and even then it's got some quite stiff competition. But if you're collecting them, cool. I don't keep up with secondary auction stuff, so hopefully it'll do alright for you. But yeah, that was the Whistlepig Rye Whiskey 11-year-old from the Single Malt Bottle Shop, Volume 1. Yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next week. Cheers.